Are you stupid or something? You probably are, and buddy, that's alright. You're in the right place to learn some stuff, so stick around and you just might. My name is Notme, and I'll be asking some Q's, and at the end you'll be riddled with A's. You might score real high, but even if not, you'll sure be glad you played. If you're looking for prizes, just move along, there's no money for you to earn. You win by trying and doing your best, your prize is the stuff you learn. If you want to be an artiste, you have to know all you can about the world of art. So engage with this quiz, and at the end you'll say, I am smart.
I am not me. I am art. And I am your host for I Am Smart, the quiz where people look to improve their art through learning and strive to earn the right to say, yeah, baby, I am smart. The format of the quiz, very simple, very straightforward. 3 rounds of questions, 3 musings, and a bonus round at the end. We're looking at 20 points overall, guys, up for grabs. All you're going to need for this quiz is something to write with, something to write on, ooh, a brain for thinking, ring, and an imaginosphere for imagining. Wow. Didn't plan those sound effects, they just happened. That's where the imaginosphere kicks in. Both of those will be tested here. Optional is a beverage. Yeah, it's a beverage, sure. Because whilst it's absolutely nothing to do with the actual quiz, we do like to kick things off with a little toast. With a little toast to bring us together as one. So we're just a bunch of people around the world doing something together, communally. Look at this, straight off the bat. Look at this, lovely stuff. Here's the toast. Here's the toast. To yours truly, not me. This is episode 50 of the quiz, guys, and do you know who was begging me for 50 episodes of a live quiz that started firmly post-pandemic online quiz boom period? No one. This is a quiz that has never, despite my and I'm sure your best efforts to entice extra viewers, topped 12 people watching at once. So why do it? Not me. Why slog away, creating round after round of top shelf quizzing? Because I want to make great artists out of you all. Yeah, I do. Because I love knowledge. Because quiz shows are tragically undervalued as artistic endeavours, and because writing questions is a lot less time intensive than doing all of the things that I used to do for the Most Week show, and I do desperately miss livetainment when I don't get to do it, so I have to do something. I've got to do something. So for those who have watched, I thank you. To those who have played the game, I thank you. To those who have asked people to watch, recommended me to a friend, or even shared that quiz. The quiz is coming up on their social media. I thank you. To cameraman George, who helps out tremendously every single week here on the quiz, I thank you. But mostly to the man I look at in the mirror for having the strength every week, even when no one's watching, or the internet gods are in a bad mood, or the computer's being a useless bucket of bolts, to wake up, slap on a smile, and put on the most creative quiz in existence. I thank you. To not me, and to us all. Cheers. Lovely hit of water in the morning. Wowzers. Hello, Smarties. Who have we got? Who have we got? Sosaflow 19, what a privilege it is to see you. Not a constant presence, so it makes it all the sweeter when you do show up. Thank you so much for being here. Definitely not Duda. Big fan of the sound effects. Gosh, that's lovely. They're in. They're in. SJ Beck 72, hi all Smarties. Hi to you, SJ Beck 72. How lovely, lovely to have you. TB Douglas, cheers. Cheers to you, TB. Cheers to you. Guys, it is episode 50. And I did promise some surprises. So let's just deliver on those surprises right now, shall we? When you guys watch the show, you become more and more engaged with who I am and the work that I'm doing, the art that I'm creating. And some of you, I'm very fortunate to say, give me money. You opt to say, I've worked hard for this money, and I give this money to you, not me, to do with as you see fit. Now, it can't always go towards paying off my extensive medical bills, which aren't getting paid off as quickly as I would like. Sometimes you've got to reinvest in the show. And that's what I'm doing here today, because I think, firstly, this is lovely, but this is a rock band microphone. This is a rock band microphone. It's a peripheral for the PlayStation 3, 2 generations ago, video game Rock Band. I think I can sound a little bit better than this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring this one on. Is that better? Is that better? Is that nicer? It's almost too nice, isn't it? It's going quite up quite a lot there. There we go. Oh no, that's still quite loud. The reason that I went with this one initially, this is the one that's kind of half a surprise, half not a surprise, because you're aware of this. If you're a long-time fan, this was the microphone that I was using for the Most Week show, all those many moons ago. To pour one out for the Most Week show. Well, let's not. Let's just have another drink. So this is not a lot better, says SJBeck72. That's lovely. But I went with this one for the quizzes because I thought this had more of a quiz show feel. I was more of a quiz show host. And I love, ultimately that's what I'm doing here. I love being a quiz show host. I'm going to add my name to the pantheon of quiz show hosts. The Trebecks, the Wogans, the Edmundses, the Sajaks, yeah? But I've decided to, think, do you know what? I'm making my own rules here. That's what I do here. I make my own rules. If I want to be a quiz show host and not use one like this and use one like this, sure, I can just use it. I just do it. No one's going to stop me. But then I thought, well, this sounds really nice. This sounds great. Sure it does. But what about this? What about this? Could I look better as well? Is that a thing? Could I look better? Oh, where have I gone? Where have I gone? I'm right here, baby. Oh, look at that crispness. Look at that, my word. That is an HD webcam. You can see all the imperfections in my skin, which I'm owning. I don't know if I should receive any credit for that, but I am owning them. It's a character actor's face, much like Danny Trejo. Definitely not Duda's mind's blown. And look at how that... Oh, just going to... Look at how the sequins pop, you guys. Look at that. That's wonderful stuff. That's lovely, lovely stuff. Ah, feels good, doesn't it? It's a step up. It's already a step up. Reinvesting in the show. Making a better show. This is lovely. We've got some rounds, though. We've got some rounds. There we go. These are our rounds this week. Who Dat Artiste, The Odd One Out, Anagramma Ding Dong, Red Herring, Gimme 5, Alpha Bart, Movie Ladder, Spotlight, Nart, IKTV, Song Lyrics, or Yay or Nay. The high point scorer last episode, was, of course, definitely not Duda. Em Acton. Hello, Em Acton. Loving the clarity of the glasses. Yeah, a little sneak peek. Yeah, a little cheeky sneak peek. So we can see, so within the glasses, that's me. That's the reflection of me. That's where I'm seeing me. This large one to the side, that's the chat. That's the chat here. And that's the big light. That's the big light that I use to bounce off the ceiling. Little sneak peek there. Little sneak peek. So definitely not Duda. Please make a choice of whichever round you wish from this list. We'll definitely be playing that. What is IKTV? IKTV is a cool guy abbreviation for I Know That Voice. We're going to be playing some clips of some celebrities talking. And you just need to let me know who they are. Or we can do the very fun chat command. There we go. Nice and simple. Nice and simple. So what are we doing, definitely? What are you after? What are you feeling? Just if you're not going to listen to this, maybe listen to this. Let's try that. Let's try that. I know that voice is in, but we still need... Gosh, we need 2 more things. Now, I chose this music. I've had a noodle around with the music as well. the music that you had on the countdown will be the same every week because we just don't need that other music, do we? So we're going to pop in this, I believe. Let's pick some other round, shall we? Is this going to work? No, this isn't going to work. That's fine. That was that was a last minute thing anyway. We've got our round selector here, guys. Look at how clear that round selector is. My word. My word. Let's get two more. Let's get 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds. Eyes closed. The eyes of the nation. Let's go one from the bottom and let's go one from the top. Let's go one from the bottom. We've got a yellow and a pink, guys. We've got a yellow and a pink. In the pink we have yay or nay. It's yay or nay, guys. Yay or nay. And in the yellow we have, what have we got? What have we got? Art. There we go. So those are our 3 rounds. We've got IKTV, we've got NART, and we've got, what was the other one? Yay or nay. All 3 right at the bottom. All 3 right at the bottom. A classic. Absolutely. A pair of classics right there. Pair of classics right there. So let's just have a little double. Let's have a look at the musings. Let's try and work out what's going to be the best. IKTV. That's going to be quite fun. Yeah, that's going to be quite fun. That's going to be quite fun. Let's start with NART. Oh my gosh, how exciting. Thank you so much, Nana Hobbob. Twitch Prime. It's not even cost Nana Hobbob any money. I'm going to take these off, I don't need them. It's not cost Nana any money at all. Prime subscriber, give me some of that Bezos money. Thank you so much, Nana. That's wonderful. That's very exciting. Oh, I'm a little bit see-through there. How exciting. Thank you very much, cameraman George. So, NART, what have we got this week? What's the topic for NART? Scientists. That's right, guys. It's a picture round. How exciting. I'm going to show you 5 scientists. I'm going to give you their initials. You just need to tell me who they are. This is science, guys. This isn't art, but you need to know about the world around you, okay? You need to know about the world around you. For example, I wouldn't have enjoyed Lolita, the novel Lolita, anywhere near as much had Vladimir Nabokov not been so knowledgeable about the extreme dangers of keeping a diary. They can destroy lives, guys, yeah? Artists need to know about the world around them, not just art. So I'm presenting you this NART round. Let's go for question 1. Let's go for scientist number 1. This one might be a little bit easier to start off with. Here's your scientist. Here's your initials. This man, S.H. Just write down your answers. For anybody who hasn't quizzed before, here's some basic instructions in the chat. How exciting. Look at how crisp. Look at how crisp. Some of my hair is too thin to be picked up by the thing, but that's fine. That's fine. Scientist number 2. I'm feeling jazzed, guys. I'm feeling jazzed. I hope you guys are too. Scientist number 2 here. Who dat? Who's that scientist? It's a very smooth head. It's a very smooth head, and that is to his credit. Who have we got here? Who have we got here? Who are you, pal? Who are you? Mm-hmm. Number 3. Who's that? A lady? A lady? AOL Time Warner official. That is, of course, the inventor of the compact disc. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, you're saying, of course. Maybe you're wrong. Maybe you're wrong, AOL Time Warner, but I will say it's lovely to see you. Lovely to see you, AOL Time Warner. I'm sure you are impressed with the incredible clarity of the image here. It's upgraded to an HD, which stands for high definition webcam. And it's really, I don't think we're going to look back. I don't think we're going to look back. Go back to the single D or the standard definition of the past. No, thank you. I want that clarity. Cameraman George, incredible clarity. That's what we're looking at here. That's what we're looking for. You look stunning. You know when somebody says something to you and you didn't even realize that you needed to hear it today, but you really needed to hear it today? AOL Time Warner, thank you. Thank you for that. You want another scientist? Yeah, I'll give you another scientist, guys. There's only 3 so far. Here's number 4. Oh, who's this one? You might not know it. You might not know it. Excuse me as I just sort of a little administrative. Here we go. Here we go. Yes. 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 Lovely. And the final scientist today. Who this boy? AGB. AGB. Some terrific beard work, I will say. Some terrific beard work there. And for me personally, I like a hairstyle that really tells a story. You look at this hair, and you're not quite sure what the story is. It's either he's just woken up in the morning. He's a scientist. He doesn't have time for frivolities, for fanciness, for appearances. No, he's got science to do. Just grab a brush, wang, 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 just straight back. Or, on the way to the photo studio, it's a bit breezy, could be caught in a gale, whoosh, and it's straight back. Lovely stuff. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Fantastic work. And those are all your scientists, guys. Those are all your scientists. I just need to know who they are. That's all I'm looking for. Is that the end of the round? No. No. That's an M. That's an M. It stands for musing. What is the musing here? Nice and simple. Oh, I haven't updated the musing. That's from the big... Oh, honestly, some other days, do you know what I mean? Some other days, that would have bothered me. That would have bothered me some other days. Today, no. I'm in too much of a good mood. It's episode 50, guys. It's episode 50. You don't get to episode 50 without learning how to deal with a few technical snafus, okay? And there's an argument to be made that it wouldn't truly be episode 50 of I Am Smart, the Notme quiz without a couple of hiccups, yeah? If this was smooth sailing, it wouldn't be this guy's work, yeah? I like to remind you each and every week, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, yeah? What do you wish that you had invented and why? What do you wish that you had invented? So this is something that has already been invented that you think, I wish I'd got that. But why? Or is that... Could that be? So my chest is kind of disappearing here. And it's possible that it's because as you can maybe see there, oh no, because the microphone's in the way. But the Google Sheets thing that I keep all my questions on, when I've completed that round, I turn it green, and it may be that is shining on here and creating a translucent chest situation. Do you know what? I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it right there. That's the first round done, guys. That's the first round done. Let's go back to main. Let's go back to Maine. What a wonderful time we're having. I say we're. I don't have any evidence that you're having a great time, but I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm having a terrific time. Look at this. It's got a little thing for if I, if I just want a little bit of privacy, just a little bit of privacy. If I want to have a little bit of a breakdown, I can just ping, done. Can't see me no more. But then peekaboo, here I am. Let's get on with round 2. What are we doing for round 2? We're doing yay or nay, I think. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's do that. Let's do it. Where are you? Where are you, yay or nay? There you are, baby. Yay or nay? Nice and simple, guys. In order to be a great artiste, you must be able to discern lies from truth. I'm going to tell you 5 things, going to give you 5 statements, but do you believe them? Yeah? Because I might be being as dishonest as New Girl, the sitcom after season 1. Jess isn't new anymore, guys. Jess isn't new anymore. I tuned in to every single season after that one, hoping that there would be a new girl added. But aside from Megan Fox's blistering turn in season 5 as Reagan, I was always disappointed. Never mind. Nana Hobbob, thank you very much for that. This is yay or nay. Very simple. 5 statements, but do you believe them? Is there a subject on this one? For no reason, it's tennis. It's tennis. Because you know what? Sometimes when you're lying in bed trying to come up with questions and tennis just kind of pops into your head, you've just got to roll with it, guys. It's not a time for judgment. It's not a time for second guessing. Let's go tennis. Is Wimbledon starting? Maybe. Let's say that. Let's say that. Statement number 1. In the Royal Tenenbaums, the character of Chaz Tenenbaum is a former champion tennis player. Do we believe that? Is that a yay or is that a nay? In the Royal Tenenbaums, the character of Chaz Tenenbaum is a former champion tennis player. It's a terrific film. Says, hey, it's difficult to have a family sometimes. Difficult to have a family, even when they are made up of very interesting characters played by such a terrific ensemble cast. Absolutely fine, cameraman George. It's episode 50, baby. You put your feet up. That's absolutely fine. No problem with you putting your feet up, buddy. I'm in a good mood today. We're feeling fine. Statement number 2. Yay or nay, the Shakespeare play Henry V references, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, tennis balls. Tennis balls. Tennis balls. What kind of balls? Tennis balls. Tennis balls. Is that something that's in the Shakespeare play Henry V? Looking for all you Shakespeare heads out there. I know there's probably a couple of you. Yeah. Statement number 3. Nice and simple. The tennis movie Wimbledon features Harvey Weinstein in a small role. The tennis movie Wimbledon, starring Paul Bettany and Kirsten Dunst, features Harvey Weinstein in a small role. Does it? Does that make it a bit icky now because he is a criminal? Nana Hobbob and or tennis historians. If you're a tennis historian, then this round is, my God. You think I'm having a great day? What kind of day are you having? What kind of day are you having? Tennis historians, my word. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Do you know what? When I'm lying in bed and I think, what should I do a yay or nay round on? What singular theme can I find 5 artistic questions about, 5 artistic statements, I suppose? And the word just comes into my mind, tennis. Maybe it's you that put it there. Maybe it's you that put it there. Maybe it was that connected us across time and space, like that bit in Home Alone 2 when Kevin and his mother are both looking at the same stars or moon. I can't quite recall, but it's a very touching scene. Statement number 4. In Wii Tennis, the first couple you face is Matt and Miu. Ouch. Here we go. Everybody, I would wager, has played Wii Tennis at least once. It was ubiquitous. Couldn't move for it in the long hot summer of 2007. I'm guessing. I don't know. That's a rough estimate. But you start playing, and whether it's you playing with a doppelganger of yourself, which raises, I always felt a little bit uncomfortable. Playing, there's a lot of questions that are raised by that the game makes it very clear it has little or no interest in answering for you. But who's over the other side of that net? It's a doubles team, sure. Is it Matt and Miu, as this statement is positing? That's the game, guys. I'm not going to give you the answer right now. There's time for that later. Statement number 5. In the Oscar-nominated movie King Richard, there is a scene where Serena Williams is upset at the attention her sister Venus is receiving, and her father Richard calms her by explaining that she shouldn't worry because she's much better than her sister and will eventually eclipse her. It's interesting parenting, but is that true? Bear in mind, this is an Oscar-winning film. I should update that, actually, shouldn't I? You can tell I wrote this before last week. Oh, an error code. Okay. Oscar-winning movie, King Richard. Can't remember what Oscar it won, though. Best Actor. That's what it was. In the Oscar-winning movie, King Richard, there is a scene where Serena Williams is upset at the attention her sister Venus is receiving. So you might be confused because it's called King Richard, the film, and it's kind of about two of the greatest female athletes that there's ever been, Serena Williams and Venus Williams, tennis players. You might be confused with that because the film's called King Richard. Just clearing that up. Her father Richard, the hero of the film, calms her by explaining that she shouldn't worry because she's much better than her sister and will eventually eclipse her. Not a lot of parents would have done that, but Richard Williams did, this statement posits. King Richard V. Two Richard... Oh, wow. Oh, no, that was... Yeah. You drew me in there, Nana. You waded in with such confidence that I couldn't help be washed along with your river of confidence there. But yeah, a couple of kings in this. 3 if you include Harvey Weinstein. He was once king of Hollywood. There's not a lot of people that would dispute that. Not so much anymore. Wields less influence these days. But certainly for a time. M. Acton, I never knew tennis had possibly so many references in popular culture. Absolutely. Tennis is possibly everywhere. That's the joy of yay or nay. You find that central strand and you think, well, how many different media can I use to unite around this one subject? So it makes me a great question master and a great quiz master. Here's your musing, guys. You're a singer-songwriter who just wrote a really great song about tennis. But what's it called? What's it called, guys? You're a singer-songwriter who just wrote a really great song about tennis. What's it called? That's all I want to know. I mean, you can go into more detail if you want. You could record a demo of it and send it to me. It probably won't come through on this live-tainment extravaganza, but happy to feature that next week. My word, of course I would be. I'd be honoured. But if you just want to give me the title, that's fine also. Let's head back to Maine. Guys. Wow, feeling good. Feeling strong. Just going to do some stretches. There's a squat. There's a squat. There's a squat. One more. There's a squat. Woo! Feeling good. Going for a little jog. Going for a little jog here. Loving life. Loving life. IKTV, don't mind if I do. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby, indeed. Telephone calls remain popular, even though you can't see the person you're speaking to, so you can't read their facial cues or know if they're doing the blah, blah, blah hand gesture to somebody else in the room while you're talking. So if the celebrity phones you to say that they love your YouTube videos and want you to be famous with them, you owe it to yourself to know who they are. That's the basis of this round. That's the basis of this round. Thank you, cameraman George. I'm going to play 5 audio clips of famous people. Your task is simply to identify who each audio clip is. We've got... we do have a theme on this one. I haven't written it down, though. Because it's difficult to come up with where you'd find isolated audio of celebrities. Because a lot of time when they say something, everyone's like, oh, fawning over them. I want that crisp audio. But these are all Saturday Night Live opening monologuists. So you know that they're all good. Because they don't have bad people hosting Saturday Night Live. Trump, Elon Musk, they've had them all. So I just need to know who these people are. Let me know.
I'm at Panera Bread. True story, okay? I'm at Panera Bread. I'm about to eat my sandwich. I got 2 pieces of sandwich right in front of me, right? It's a Reuben. I'm ready to dig in.
I'll make it clear that I'm not listening to these because I don't have my headphones on. So I'm going in blind, but ear blind, which is sometimes called deaf. But that was number 1. That was number 1. Here's number 2.
And it had been a dream of mine my whole life. So I was so completely overwhelmed when it actually happened. I retained very little of it. The whole thing was such a blur.
Who's that? I tried to find clips where they weren't being particularly funny so people weren't laughing over them. I don't always achieve it. Sure, I'm not perfect. And I think on one of them there is another voice in there, but it's only for a couple of words, and so I hope it's pretty clear who I'm asking for, yeah? But if you want to identify the other person as well, that sounds like a good excuse for some croc points. You will get some croc points for that. Here's number 3.
Things were a lot different when I was growing up. My father, Horace, was a traveling salesman who moved our family to California during the Great Depression.
I need to have a little chat prompt for croc points. I like the idea of somebody coming in and saying, what the heck are croc points? And just being able to... I think that would be a really creative solution. Here's a number 4.
It's really great to be back in the U.S. I've been traveling all over the world the last year because I have this new show on MTV called Trippin'.
That one didn't seem very long. Hopefully it was easy enough to get. That's what we need, Nana. Exclamation park. Exclamation park. Can I set one up now? I maybe could actually. And then your final one, if my notations are correct on my spreadsheet, this is the one with the extra voice in it. I'm just looking for the main voice, but if you want to do the smaller voice as well, then that's very impressive, and you definitely get croc points, which we'll deal with afterwards. Here we go.
It doesn't matter. What am I going to say? Come on here and say, gee, these kids are great. Golly, they got so much energy, and I don't even know what's going to happen next. Eddie, it doesn't matter, see? Yeah. What matters is that we're working together.
So there we go. Those are your 5. If you need any of those again, please let me know in the chat. But for the meantime, we'll go on for our musing. If you were on Saturday Night Live, name a character that would be one of your trademarks. You know these trademarks. Bill Hader had Stefan. Kristen Wiig had several of them. Gilly. Sorry. Had Gilly, amongst others. Gosh, who else? Lots of them. Kate McKinnon has that one who always gets abducted by aliens, and the aliens are always doing awful things to her. Kenan Thompson has his version of Charles Barkley and his version of Lamar Ball, and Willie. Of course, we all love Willie. Fred Armisen had several of them. So these kind of regularly occurring characters. The Target Lady was another one of Kristen Wiig's. She had a lot. Emma Acton, can you please do 1 and 2 again, please? Stuart Seaton is joining in here. Hello, Stuart Seaton, and can you please play 4 or 5 again? Absolutely. So this is the musing. We'll get back to that in a minute. Let's go through them all once more time.
I'm at Panera Bread. True story, okay? I'm at Panera Bread. I'm about to eat my sandwich. I got 2 pieces of sandwich right in front of me, right? It's a Reuben. I'm ready to dig in.
Here's number 2.
And it had been a dream of mine my whole life. So I was so completely overwhelmed when it actually happened. I retained very little of it. The whole thing was such a blur.
Here's number 3.
Things were a lot different when I was growing up. My father, Horace,
doing
was
it
a
now.
traveling salesman who moved our family to California during the Great Depression.
I know you all got number 3, but just for... There may be, dozens and dozens of people who are just lurking, who might have wanted to hear question 3 again, but lacked the confidence, the guile to do that. Okay, so just... number 4.
It's really great to be back in the U.S. I've been traveling all over the world the last year because I have this new show on MTV called Trippin'. It's
And number 5.
It doesn't matter. What am I going to say? Come on here and say, gee, these kids are great. Golly, they got so much energy, and I don't even know what's going to happen next. Eddie, it doesn't matter, see? What matters is that we're working together.
Just because I'm not a huge fan of being told what to do, here's number 3 again.
Things were a lot different when I was growing up. My father, Horace, was a traveling salesman who moved our family to California during the Great Depression.
And then that musing again. If you're on Saturday Night Live, name a character that would be one of your trademarks. You don't need to give me any more context if you don't want to. You can just give me a name and we'll maybe try and work it out together. That's fine. Or if you want to give me a context, it's such and such, who always blah, 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 or who never, or who can't even. Something like that. That would be fine also. If you want to give me some kind of mini synopsis, that's absolutely fine. Current characters are the lifeblood of Saturday Night Live because they mean that you can get another sketch out of it. You don't even really need to think that hard. Always a benefit. Always a joy. And there we go. My word. My word. Back to main. Those are all the questions, guys. Those are all the questions. Round of applause to you. Round of applause to me for coming up with them. Round of applause to you. So I wanted to give you some art. I like to give you some art at this point. For this week, I decided to give you a little bit of art that some of you might have missed. Last week or the week before, perhaps, I wrote and performed a wonderful poem. Phew, what a quiz. Absolutely, Nana. Absolutely. Exhaustingly fun. I wrote a poem a few weeks ago and performed it. Stayed up till real late last night, the night before the day, editing it, and then posted it and didn't receive a lot of comments. And so this gives me an opportunity to get more life out of it. And so I hope you enjoy a little bit of poetry here, as a reward for getting through the quiz. And we'll go for the answers just afterwards.
It's the 23rd of March, which means it's National Atheist Day. I decided to use this as a great creative prompt to put myself into the shoes of an atheist and think, what issues might they come up against? And I wrote a poem about it. It's called Bless Dress. I hope you enjoy it. Sasha was panicked. Her colleague's face was contorting. She knew what was coming. It would be her first witnessed sneeze since becoming an atheist. Christian Sasha would have no problem. God bless you, she'd say. But now, who knows? I bless you sounded egotistical. You've sneezed was too literal. There is no God seemed a little much. It was quite the quandary. The sneeze arrived, reverberant and sharp. In the moment, Sasha flapped and proclaimed, decibels louder than normal, I wish you all the best. She then jogged away to sit in the bathroom and think badly of herself.
Just a fun little poem. Just a fun little poem. So well done, everybody, for getting deep. Yeah, it was pretty deep. Thank you so much, TB. Thank you so much. I appreciate that response. Does anyone want to get on with some answers? What was the first round that we did? I've forgotten it. Was it yay or nay? Did we start with yay or nay? We started with Nart. Start with Nart. Always rhymes. Always rhymes. Thank you so much, SDOBX72. Appreciate that, baby. Appreciate that very much. So, Nart. The musing was, what do you wish you had invented and why? I don't want you to say it out loud, guys. I don't want you to say it out loud. I want you to... almost get it in the chat. Want you to get it in the chat. What do you wish you had invented and why? As we go through the answers to these. Number one. Number one. Lovely smiling chap. SH. Who dis? It is Stephen Hawking. Oh, I need to go further to the side. Well done if you got that one right. This is kind of pre, it was kind of, but not fully. Yeah? Number two. CD. The man who invented compact discs, claims AOL Time Warner. But it was, in fact, Mr. Charles Darwin, who said that, businesses that work should be allowed to work, and businesses that don't, get out of town. It can be exploited as much as they wish. That was survival of the fittest. Number three, MC. Was she a master of ceremonies? No. She was Marie Curie. Marie Curie. I don't think that was her actual name, but that was the one that she went by. If you knew her actual name, my gosh, you get some croc points for that. Number four, TE. TE. He looks very pensive, looking over in the direction of the light there in that image, thinking, how do I harness that light? It's Thomas Edison. He harnessed it by inventing the light bulb, I think. Well done if you got that one right. That one was tricky. I think other pictures I looked up, he had a beard. And I think people that flip between having facial hair and not having facial hair are really, you think like, who are you trying to get away from here, pal? Number five, AGB. Maybe you'll get it from the initials, if not the picture. Alexander Graham Bell, Scotsman who allegedly stole the invention of the telephone. The Scotch. Bless them, they're a spirited people. So 1 point for each of those you got right. Congratulations if you got all of them right. Congratulations if you got any croc points on that. The musing, what do you wish you had invented and why? What have we got? Definitely not Duda. Straight in with Mod Podge. I've no idea what Mod Podge is. Definitely not Duda. I'd love for you to explain that to me a little bit more. Supernash18 says Amazon equals hashtag, but then corrects later hashtag money. Money. Yeah, Amazon. If you invent that Amazon, you say, if you think, whoa, people don't want the hassle of going to, I mean, initially it was books shops, wasn't it? People don't want to go to a bookshop, which is a shame because that's, I would argue, one of the finest things to visit in the world. Bookshop. You just think, gosh, all these books that I could read, I probably won't, but I could. And that's what it's all about. But yeah, you'd get absolutely filthy, stinking rich. I mean, the Mr. Bezos's ex-wife is one of the richest people in the world just for having been married to him. Yeah, that's how rich he is. Unbelievable. Going off in his sausage rocket. Wowzers. SJBeck72, the invisibility cloak. I could sell the rights to J.K. Rowling. Yeah, and you'd just be able to get a little bit of P&Q, peace and quiet. I'm going to put my invisibility cloak on. Just don't bother me. Just leave me alone. Although I will say, and this is, just something that I've worked out from my own findings. If you're on public transport, you can have an invisibility cloak. Invisibility cloak. All you need to do is to work on and generate some kind of disgusting smell, or if you let loose a little bit of noxious gas, then people just act like they don't see you at all, or ask for money. One of those two, and it's pretty much an invisibility cloak. TB Douglas, the light bulb. It has the coolest visual, also very useful. And the benefit of inventing the light bulb is that you've had the idea of inventing the light bulb, and if you need any other ideas, ping, then you've also invented the thing that gives you ideas. So it's like you kind of own a piece of everybody else's idea, because they go, ping, light bulb. Even if you're just getting like 1p, 1 cent off each one of those. Do you know what I mean? It really adds up very quickly. That's lovely. AOL Time Warner, a competitive cellular telecommunication system, so that hopefully we wouldn't have had to get bought out by AT&T. Yeah, I appreciate that must be difficult, AOL Time Warner. And that is, I think, for me, the first confirmation that far from being a kind of just an unusual username, you are, in fact, one of the head honchos, if not the head honcho, of AOL Time Warner Official, or perhaps even the company itself having gained internet sentience. Either one of those ideas is terrifically exciting. Bing! TB's got $1. There we go. I'm acting wish I'd invented Google. Yeah, absolutely. Again, then any other ideas. People say, who invented the light bulb? Shoom, we're straight through to TB. Yeah, that's nice. Glad my GCSE science is finally being put to use. I mean, that's why we're learning these things, guys. Slumdog Millionaire taught us that. Everything that we learn is always going to be useful at some point. And whether that's on a round of the most creative quiz in existence, so be it. Nana Hobbob, I wish I had invented a scotch specifically for dunking Oreos in. Wowzers. Alcoholic Oreos. I mean, depending on how much... I would argue, here's the thing. You want a scotch that you can dunk Oreos in. I would argue that's every scotch, right? The caveat being, you need to have drunk a few glasses of the scotch in order to really benefit. When you're just like, this is the best idea I've ever had. Once you're kind of 2 or 3 glasses deep, yeah? So if you want a scotch, it's there for you, yeah? You just need to ping, chunk chunk, crunch, my word. Definitely not Judah. It's an adhesive or finish commonly used in crafting. I do a lot of collaging with it. It's a DIY staple. Definitely not Judah. It's a collagist. A collager, collagen, a colleague, a colander. Somebody who does collages. That's incredible. I would love to see one of your collages at some point, definitely. I mean, I think we all would. Wouldn't we, audience? Everybody's saying yes right now in a very cheery way. I think points all round, guys. I think points all round. Well done. Let's head to yay or nay. Let's head to yay or nay. The musing was, you're a singer-songwriter who just wrote a really great song about tennis. What is it called? Don't tell me out loud, guys. Get it in the chat. Get it in the chat. I can't hear it if you say it out loud. I need you to get it in the chat whilst we go through some of these answers. Number 1. In the Royal Tenenbaums, the character of Chaz Tenenbaum is a former champion tennis player nicknamed the Baumer. Nay. It's a cheeky one. It's actually Richie Tenenbaum. Chaz Tenenbaum is played by Ben Stiller, who is a financial expert. And also an expert at breeding Dalmatian mice. It's actually Luke Wilson, who plays Richie Tenenbaum, who is the tennis champion. And a portrait artist, but only of his sister Margot. Do enjoy that film, apparently. Know a lot about it. Well done if you got that one right. I tried to trip you up on that one. And I make no apologies for it. Number 2, the Shakespeare play Henry V references tennis ballers. Tennis ballers. Yay or nay? Yay, it does. Isn't that weird? Because they're like really old, those plays. And tennis balls seem like quite a modern thing. You do the math. But well done if you got that one right. Number 3, the tennis movie Wimbledon features Harvey Weinstein as a small role in it. Nay, he doesn't. Thank goodness for that. Because they might have to edit it out of subsequent streaming videos. Or put a little disclaimer at the front saying this contains scenes of mild nudity, occasional swearing, and one pretty clear shot of Harvey Weinstein's face. Well done if you got that one right. Number 4, in Wii Tennis, the first couple you face are Matt and Miyu. Yay. Yay. And let me tell you something, guys. No shade, Matt and Miyu, but you're terrible at tennis. You are terrible at tennis. And the amount that you've played it over the years, I'd expect you to be a little bit better than you are. But maybe they're letting the person win because it's the first match. There's a lot of politics involved. And number 5, in the Oscar-winning movie King Richard, there is a scene where Serena Williams is upset at the attention her sister Venus is receiving, and her father Richard calms her by explaining that she shouldn't worry because she's much better than her sister and will eventually eclipse her. Surely not. Surely not. That's terrible. Terrible. Terrible parenting. No, it is, actually. It was in the film. It was in the film. Towards the end, so that could serve as spoilers, but if you haven't seen it by now, something tells me you're not going to give it a watch anytime soon. For a similar, almost, I mean, not quite, but in a similar kind of Weinstein-y, ethical kind of vibe. Let's go for IKTV. Oh no, we need to. Oh gosh, we need the musings. What am I doing? Musing. You're a singer-songwriter who just wrote a really great song about tennis. It's a game. It's a sport. What's it called? And I knew there's going to be a lot of love in here. Definitely not due to Love Means Nothing. I love it straight away. Kind of Love Means Nothing. So kind of a little bit bitter, maybe. Just one person and a guitar. Guitar. It starts off with a guitar. Then you bring in some drums, and then here's the kicker: string section. And it gets quite grand by the end. Gets quite grand. Love Means Nothing. I met you on the tennis court, and we fell in love. It means nothing to you, yeah? Because you broke my heart in 2, yeah? And then it was love, and I got bitter, and I obviously would have to work out the rhymes for this, but then it's. And you dropped a what would it be? You dropped an anvil on me. Oh, visualization. You dropped an anvil on me. So what did I drop on your car? Deuce. Could be. I bet. Bloody Lucy Liu would like that one. Nana Hobbob, Let It Be. Let. Yeah. I mean, you'd run into some issues because Let It Be is also... it's the name of a Beatles song. And I know that because I've watched that documentary on them, even though it's 8.5 hours. So it's a lovely title. I believe your A&R man at the label might say, can we just call it Let? And then it's like, then you've got to get into that thing of like, are you gonna give up your artistic vision just because, you know, this incredibly famous song is also called the same thing? Are you gonna fight your corner? What are we gonna do? That's a documentary. Racket Man. That's great. Racket Man. I mean, would it be a parody? A kind of Weird Al style parody? Racket Man. You're heading to the tennis courts with your buddy, and you think, oh, I've remembered everything. I've remembered the balls. I've remembered the drinks. You gotta stay hydrated. I've remembered my sweatbands because you're gonna be dropping some sweat. I've remembered the money that I'm using to pay for the renting of the court. All of these things. I forgot something. What have you forgot? My racket man! I don't want to tell you what, you know. Double Fault, says Super Nashwan 8. That's lovely. Because that creates that lovely kind of vibe of like, it's after a breakup, but you've had some time to think about it. And you know what? I blamed you, but we were both at fault. It was a double fault. That's great. I'm sensing a country vibe there. Do people in the country play tennis? I don't know. Maybe this would expose them to a new audience. That's nice. Double fault. Your fault, my fault. Double fault. Both of us fault. Again, we can work on it. We'll workshop it. Love and Grunts. Oh, this is maybe a little bit more sensual, so it's kind of outside of my realm of expertise. But yeah, Love and Grunts. I like that a lot. Maybe kind of more sensual, but then not. It occupies a strange space in that it's both sensual and not romantic. Sensual and not romantic. Interesting. I'm intrigued by this. No strings attached, says TB. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. No strings attached. So the ball just goes straight through the racket. And also, no emotional commitment. You cannot be serious. Gosh, we're doing so well here, guys. You cannot be serious. I like that. It's specifically a McEnroe, a McEnroe-centric song. I'm not sure there have been that many McEnroe-centric songs, so it's good to tread new ground. It's great to tread new ground. And, you know, McEnroe's the kind of guy, you know, yes, he was famous as a tennis player, then he was famous as a pundit, an analyst on tennis, but these days he'll kind of show up in anything. You know, you see him a lot of cameos from McEnroe, and so I think you get him for the music video, and I think that's what sells it. I think that's what sells it to the man on the street. Lovely stuff. Super Nashran 8, new balls, please. I'm moving on. Points all round, guys. Points all round. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful work. M. Acton, Love and Grunts has 90s R&B vibes. 100%. Yeah. It's like Pony. It's essentially, it's a tennis-themed version of Pony. Wow. 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 40 Love. Wow. Something like that. Again, it's your song. I don't want to take it away from you guys. I know that voice. Let's go on with some musings here. If you're on Saturday Night Live, guys, tell me your Saturday Night Live characters. Saturday Night Live characters, yeah? Saturday Night Live. Get it in the chat. Get it in the chat while we go through the answers to this one. Prick up your ears. Here we go.
I'm at Panera Bread. True story, okay? I'm at Panera Bread. I'm about to eat my sandwich. I got 2 pieces of sandwich right in front of me, right? It's a Reuben. I'm ready to dig in.
Kevin Hart. Panera Bread. Panera Bread. He's a very percussive speaker, Kevin Hart. Lovely to hear. Lovely to hear. Well done if you got that one right. That was one of the easier ones, I think. Number 2, maybe slightly easy as well.
And it had been a dream of mine my whole life. So I was so completely overwhelmed when it actually happened. I retained very little of it. The whole thing was such a blur.
Seth Rogen. I think, again, maybe easy. What have we got for this one? This one's maybe a bit trickier.
Things were a lot different when I was growing up. My father, Horace, was a traveling salesman who moved our family to California during the Great Depression.
Timing a little off for that one. I'm going to try and get the timing, try and nail the timing on these ones. And bearing in mind, I'm not listening to them, so if I do get it, it's even more impressive. Betty White, that one. The late, great Betty White, of course. Number 4.
It's really great to be back in the U.S. I've been traveling all over the world the last year because I have this new show on MTV called Trippin'.
That one's tricky. Cameron Diaz, not the most distinctive voice in the world. Not the most distinctive voice. And mentioning a project that didn't, we now know with hindsight, really get off the ground. Because, have you heard of it? No, you haven't. That's fine. And then number 5.
It doesn't matter. What am I going to say? Come out here and say, gee, these kids are great. Golly, they got so much energy, and I don't even know what's going to happen next. Eddie, it doesn't matter, see?
Yeah.
What matters is that we're working together.
Bill Murray. William F.J. Murray is possibly his name. Don't quote me on that. Well done if you got those ones right. They were quite tricky. Diaz especially, and Bill Murray because it's a younger Bill Murray that you might not have necessarily been expecting. But points for each one of those that you got right. And if you notice that in the Bill Murray one, it was also Eddie Murphy speaking there, please let me know. Please. Because you are due some croc points. Wait a minute. Give me 2 seconds. Let's. So musing. Get in that. Just give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Let's have a look at these musings. Definitely not due to world's most annoying parent. Oh, what aspects would they have? World's most annoying parent. Maybe they would reveal things about you to your friends that you didn't want revealed. Or maybe they would accompany you everywhere. And they would say, oh no, we'll drop you off. And you say, oh, drop me around the corner. But they don't drop you around the corner. Maybe it's exclusively a car-based skit. Or you getting out of the car and them leaning out of the window of the car and shouting things at you whilst your friends are there. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's gosh, what could it be? Maybe it's your parents. Maybe, here's the thing. Maybe it's somebody who gets so annoyed with their child in public that they strike them in the neck and it really hurts. Like all our parents used to do. TB Douglas, Lazy Susan, a character who thinks up outlandish reasons to get out of plans. That's good, TB. I like that a lot. Outlandish reasons to get out of plans, because as we all know, there are few joys in this life better than getting out of plans. Lazy Susan, I think that's got legs, TB. I would encourage you to pursue that. I think that's really nice. When you first said Lazy Susan, I was like, oh, somebody who hands dishes of food to people around a circular table, but you took it in a different direction. I think that's to your credit. Now, Hawab, a character that calls out how stupid the premise of the skit is. Very metatextual. So it could be like an SNL version of Statler and Waldorf. And so you never know which sketch they're going to show up in. It's just like a normal sketch, and then you just hear someone mouthing off, and then we cut to the crowd, and there's those people in the SNL audience who are a little bit awkward because they're on camera and they're part of the skit, but they're kind of not part of the skit. They already know it's a skit as well. So it's like that kind of odd energy that exists there. That's nice. God, you guys are funny. I'm not really a comedy guy. I'm not really one for writing comedy because of the bullying that I've received in my life. But you guys are really good here. Emma Acton, a woman who shills MLM, multi-level marketing, at every given opportunity without ever saying what she's actually selling. That's nice. That's nice. I mean, what could she be actually selling? What could she be actually selling? I suppose it doesn't matter. That's the point. That's the point. I like that. Gosh, guys, you're absolutely smashing this. Sells MLM at every given opportunity. And people don't want to invite her places because they think, oh, God, she's just going to be bringing up the MLM again. And how she's, great offers on what? Who knows? That's nice. AOL Time Warner, the accountant that adds up how expensive each bit is throughout the show. Again, we're going metatextual, and I like that. Again, we're breaking that fourth wall. We're shattering it. Breaking the fourth wall, and then if that person is a female accountant as well, we're breaking the fourth wall and we're breaking the glass ceiling. Yeah? It's just destruction on two different fronts. That could work, guys. It really could. Really nice stuff. Points all around, guys. If you dropped one in the chat, you're getting a point. Well done. Well done. Is that the end of the round? Is that the end of the round? Nana Hobbo, croc points but missed the actual point. You got Eddie Murphy? Oh, but what even are croc points? Oh, croc points are awarded when people can give more information than is required by a question. The points don't count towards your official quiz tally, but they will make you feel confident and effortlessly cool, like you've just slipped on a pair of Crocs. Those are for you, Nana Hobbob. 5 croc points to Nana Hobbob. Well done. Of course, the round isn't over. The quiz isn't over. We've still got one more, and it's a very special one. So, this is exciting. Okay, this is exciting. Normally, there's a black box here. Pointed at the light. It's my light box that is unlit, and there is a message on it. There is no message on it. It still says, well, the answer to last time's one. But I won't give you that just in case you haven't watched that quiz yet. It's something different here. It's something different. As well as purchasing an HD webcam, I've spent a little bit of extra money as well. I have gone onto a wonderful website that's not sad at all. It's called Cameo.com. And I've done something wonderful. It's not. They do get quite pricey, so this wasn't on the pricier end of things, but I think you're still going to enjoy it. So I'm just going to play it. It's going to be a video that's going to play all the way through. It's going to have the countdown and everything. So are we understanding the rules of Minute to Win It? So whatever's happening over here, you're going to get a category. And of that category, you need to make as many guesses as you can in chat. Each guess has to be in its own chat message, but just go nuts. As many guesses as you can in that minute, okay? Are we ready? Let's do it.
Okay, this is it. The 50th episode for all the smarties. Which 90s Disney animated character did I voice?
Which 90s Disney character did this man provide the voice of? Which is it? Get your guesses in the chat. Get your guesses in the chat. 90s Disney character. A Disney character that appeared in the 90s. It's the heyday of Disney, the second golden age. So there's lots of possibilities here. Get your guesses in the chat. Get your guesses in the chat. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Just keep on guessing. Any Disney characters from the 90s? Any Disney characters whatsoever from the 90s? What 90s Disney character did this man provide the voice of? Mr. Potato Head says AOR Time Warner. That's a great shout. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Rafiki. Lovely. Keep it going. Sultan. You're not trying to get into my head. You're trying to get into this guy's head. Flounder. Jafar. We're on the right tracks here. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Iago, let's keep going. Let's do it. Let's do it. Gaston, thank you, Super Nash Running. That's the minute, but let's just keep it going. Let's just keep it going. Hunchback of Notre Dame, Cogsworth, Timon. Here we go. Let's keep going. Let's keep it going. He's gonna say it. He's gonna say it.
3, 2, 1. Okay. I'm going to set it up now. I'm going to tell you. Yes, I am. Ready? Hakuna Matata. It means no worries. That's right. For those of you who guessed, Pumbaa, you win. Hi, I'm Ernie Sabella, the voice of Pumbaa from The Lion King. And this has been fun. Been fun. This is unusual. I haven't done one of these. Have we? No. And for that, you get a song. Yeah, all for the price. Ready? Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing craze. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. I ate like a pig. They call me Mr. Pig. Oh, he's so cute and all alone. Can we keep him? Like my buddy Timon here says, you gotta put your behind in your past. Well, hope you all had fun. I know I did. Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata, guys. Hakuna Matata. That was Ernie Scannell. His name's Ernie, and he. Maybe I'll pop over here to get out of the way of the thing. But he, yeah. To clarify, Nana, Pumbaa's first cameo. That's not the case. I cannot take credit for that. It was most of the time. He will just be asked to say happy birthday or congratulations or whatever. This is the first time someone really gave him a challenge. Yeah? This is the first time someone really thought, what can we do with the cameo format? Yeah? What can we do here? I think we can do something, but what can we do? But yeah, TB. Managed to get that. That's the most expensive bit from any livetainment. So there we go, guys. You have all the points that you're gonna have. So count them up, get them in the chat. However you've done, get it in the chat. But whilst you tot up your scores, I just want to remind you guys that in this quiz, you're really only competing against yourself, okay? There is no point threshold to being smart. If you have got all the questions right that you realistically could have been expected to get right, then you are smart. Art doesn't become successful because of the opinions of others or box office numbers. It becomes successful when you look at it and you say, yeah, I think that's great. And if you think your performance today was great, then it was great. No two ways about it. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, not live, make sure you write down your score and your musing answers in the comments below, because I would love to hear how you did. Oh, really? There's some bots in here. First time chats. Legend78671, V Spakov Gamers, and Flodso. Get out of here. You manage suspicious user. Yeah. Restrict Flodso. Yeah. Suspicious user. How do we do? But what else can we do? Can we just... Oh, ban floods. Oh, that's easier. That's a lot easier. Yeah. And you... can be banned as well. Don't spam me. And you also are banned. Don't spam me. Get out, robots. Get out, robots. We don't like robots here, except for Wall-E and maybe some others. What have we got? TB 17 with my extra points. Well done, TB. That's an excellent score. SJBeck 72, 10 points. You hit that double figs, baby. Hitting that double figs on the reg. That's excellent. Definitely Not Do the 13. Wonderful stuff. NanoHubble 12. Wonderful stuff. AOL Time Warner 13. Fantastic work, AOL Time Warner. The Sentient Company. Fantastic. So TB, high point scorer. High points. Super Nash 8, 15. Yowza. Excellent work. 15 of a possible 18, bearing in mind you didn't get the minute to win it. Fantastic stuff. Well, guys, I want to say a huge thank you to you for watching today. I want to give, again, a huge thank you. Companies are people too. Absolutely. If they are creative enough to gain sentience. Certainly. I want to say a huge thank you to you for watching today. I want to give a huge thank you if you have watched in the past as well. I love doing this. It makes me so happy to get to perform this on Sundays, and for you to choose to spend a little bit of your Sunday with me. That's a great honor for me, and I do not take that lightly. I wanted to make it as useful and entertaining and fun as possible. We won't be doing the cameo thing every week because I am paying off some significant medical debt, but I pledge that I'll continue to try and make these quizzes the best that they can be. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. I hope you've had fun. I hope you've learned a little something, and I hope you felt creative. Yeah, all at the same time. I am Notme. I am Art, and I hope that you'll join me next time, same place, where you'll have another opportunity to improve your art and say to yourself, yeah, baby, I am smart. Thank you so much, guys. And I hope that I'll see you next week.
So there we go, and well done you, whatever your score might be. I definitely think that you are smart, though prob's not as smart as me. Your art will be better, trust me on this, should be nothing short of sublime. That's why you learn, and don't stop now, I'll see you right here next time. I am smart,